What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at percents. We're going to be looking at the very basics of percents, how to convert percents to decimals, decimals to fractions, fractions to percents, all that fun stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, all that. It will help me out to make this channel grow. I appreciate it. All right, let's look at these two problems where they want us to write these decimals as percents. So we know that the word percent, if you break it apart, we have percent, cent meaning 100, so it means out of 100. And we notice that we have two zeros there. So what that means is that we're going to slide twice, and when we're going from a decimal to a percent, you're going to slide twice to the right to make it a percent. All right, so you go 1, 2, falls right between that 7 and the 5, and it's actually okay to have a decimal within your percent. That happens in real life, so that's 97.5%. This one here, same thing. We're going to slide twice to the right, 6.7%. All right, for here, they want us to write these fractions as percent. So at this point, we should know that a fraction is just another way to write a division problem. All right, so we have 13 over 80. Bottom number, the denominator always goes on the outside. Top number goes on the inside. And since these are proper fractions, it's more than likely you're going to have to add a couple zeros there, which we will do. Bring up the decimal. 80 cannot go into 13, but it can go into 130 one time. We get 50 left over. We bring down the next zero. It can go into 500 six times. We get 480. We get 20 left over. Bring down that other zero. It goes into that twice. 160, giving us 400 left over, and it goes into that 5 times. So where the mistake is made is that kids will stop there and just throw a percent sign at the end. Well, this is just a decimal. Remember, we're making a fraction to a decimal first. So you still have to slide twice to the right. This ends up being 16.25%. All right, now with 5/8, let me just separate this here to give us some organization. Once again, the bottom number goes into the top. All right, let's throw a couple zeros up there. So you can throw as many as you want. We'll see when it ends. All right, so we're doing 8 into 5, which we see will not work. So we do 5 divided by 8, and 8 cannot go into 5, so you can put a 0 there. I know some of you guys like to use an X. All that's fine. It can go into 56 times. We go 48. All right, it can go into 20 twice. 16. And we have 4 left over, 40. It goes into that 5 times. And once again, don't stop there. We want to slide twice to the right, making this 62.5%. All right, and then for this one here, they want us to order the numbers from smallest to biggest. So you got to be careful with these instructions. Sometimes they want biggest to smallest. Sometimes they want smallest to biggest. So for here, they want smallest to biggest. Now, you always want to take note of anything that might be an outlier. Like, for instance, here, we have this 3/25. It's the only number that's positive, right? So we know that that's going to go all the way to the right, all right? Then we have 12% and negative 0.41. Well, this 12%, we can simply slide our decimal twice to the left. Remember, to make a percent a decimal, we go twice to the left. So now we have negative 0.12 versus negative 0.41, all right? And since this is further to the left, on a number line, we know that that's going to go first. So we have negative 0.41. And then when you go back to put these in order, you got to make sure that you're doing it in its original version. So negative 12% should be there, not negative 0.12. Otherwise, it could be marked wrong.